louder, please shout. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare. Everybody, please shout. A little louder, please. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody, a little louder with your heart. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna. Everybody, a little louder, please. Hare more time, a little louder with your heart. Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna. Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Rama. Hare Rama. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Bolo, 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 bolo. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Everybody chant, chant, chant. Over. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Everyone together a little louder with everything that you have in your heart. Hare Krishna. Bolo, 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 a little louder. Hare Krishna. Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama,
Hare Krishna, dear devotees, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I welcome all of you to His Holiness Candramauli Swami daily class. And today Maharaj will continue on Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 2, Chapter 6, verse 34. Hare Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada.
What, 34 you said?
Yes, Maharaj. Because
You sure?
33 you covered on Friday, and
Now let me see, 34. Sri Devi, did you do any, you did a different, you did 7th canto, right, Sri Devi?
Yes, Guru Maharaj, 7th Canto, 15th chapter, 32-33 on Thursday.
Hmm. Well, let me see the verse, I can tell you if I did it or not.
sure, Maharaj, we'll wait before I share the screen.
Go ahead, I'm ready.
Okay. Over to you, Maharaj. Thank you.
Yeah, we didn't do this verse, okay. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Nabharatam Minagadam Masaso Palakshate Navakachim Mamamaso Mrisam Gatihi Name Rishikana Patat Asatpate Yan Me Hiradao Katya Vayata Drito Harihi Nabharati Mega Mrisopalaksyate Nabharatam Mega Misomalaksyate Navaikachim Me Manasom Risam Gatihi Name Rishikani pata asapate yanme hrido hridakantyavata drito harihi. Translation. O Narada, because I've caught hold of the lotus feet of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Hari, with great zeal, whatever I say has never proven to have been false, nor is the progress of my mind ever deterred, nor are my senses ever degraded by temporary attachment to matter. Lord Brahma is the original speaker of Vedic wisdom to Narada, and Narada is distributor of transcendental knowledge all over the world through his various disciples like Vyas and others. The followers of Vedic wisdom accept the statements of Brahmaji as gospel truth, and transcendental knowledge is thus being distributed all over the world by the process of disciplic succession from time immemorial since the beginning of the creation. Lord Brahma is the perfect, liberated, living being within the material world, and any sincere student of transcendental knowledge must accept the words and statements of Brahmaji as infallible. The Vedic knowledge is infallible because it comes down directly from the Supreme Lord unto the heart of Brahma. And since he is the most perfect living being, Brahmaji is always correct to the letter. And this is because Lord Brahma is a great devotee of the Lord who has earnestly accepted the lotus feet of the Lord as the supreme truth. In the Brahma Samhita, which is compiled by Brahmaji, he repeats the aphorism, Govindamari Purusham Tamaham Bhajami. I am a worshipper of the original personality of Godhead, Govinda, the primeval Lord. So whatever he says, whatever he thinks, and whatever he does, normally in his mood, are to be accepted as truth because of his direct and very intimate connection with Govinda, the primeval Lord. Sri Govinda, who pleasingly accepts the loving service of his devotees, gives all protection to the words and actions of his devotees. The Lord declares in Bhagavad Gita 9:31, Kuntiya pratijanihi. O son of Kunti, please declare it. The Lord asks Arjuna to declare. Why? Because sometimes the declaration of Govinda himself may seem contradictory to mundane creatures. But the mundaner will never find any contradiction in the words of the Lord's devotees. The devotees are especially protected by the Lord so that they may remain infallible. Therefore, the process of devotional service always begins in the service of the devotee who appears in disciplic succession. The devotees are always liberated, but that does not mean that they are impersonal. The Lord is a person eternally, and the devotees of the Lord is also, and the devotee of the Lord is also a person eternally. Because the devotee has his sense organs even at the liberated stage, he is therefore a person always. And because the devotee's service is accepted by the Lord in full reciprocation, the Lord is also a person in his complete spiritual embodiment. The devotee's senses, being engaged in the service of the Lord, never go astray under the attraction of false material enjoyment. The plans of the devotee never goes in vain, and all this is due to the faithful attachment of the devotee for the service of the Lord. This is the standard of perfection and liberation. Anyone, beginning from Brahmaji down to a human being, is at once put on the path of liberation simply by his attachment in great earnest for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, Lord Sri Krishna, the primeval Lord. The Lord affirms this in the Bhagavad Gita 14:26. Mam chayo vyabhicharena bhakti yogena sevate sagunan samatityaitan brahma bhuyaya kalpate. Anyone, therefore, who earnestly serious in heart and soul about being in intimate touch with the personality of Godhead and the relationship of transcendental loving service is always be infallible in words and action. The reason is that the Supreme Lord is the absolute truth, and anything earnestly dovetailed with the absolute truth attains the same quality, same transcendental quality. On the other hand, any amount of mental speculation on the strength of mundane science and knowledge without any bona fide touch of the absolute truth is sure to be a mundane untruth and failure simply due to not being in touch with the absolute truth. Such godless, unfaithful words and actions, however materially enriched, are never to be trusted. That is the purport of this important verse. A grain of devotion is more valuable than tons of faithlessness. They will. I get my Umagyan timirandasya gana jana salakaya chaksu unmilitam yena tasmai Shri Gurave namaha. Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prastaya Bhutale Srimakte Bhakti Vedanta Swami Niti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pacharine Nivasesa Sunyavari Pastyatya Desatarine Vanshakaupa Tarubhischa Vipa Sindhupe Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namaho Namaha Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadhar Sivasari Gaura Bhaktavinda Hare Krishna 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 Hari Hari Ram 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 Hari Hari. So, if we want to be perfect in everything we do and say, we have to be in touch with the Supreme Perfect. And one can be in touch with the Supreme Perfect by being in touch with those who also are perfect in contact with the Supreme Perfect. So here, the original speaker of Vedic wisdom is Lord Brahma. Tene Brahma Hidai Adi Kavaye. He heard directly from Krishna. And because he has a great amount of intelligence, he remembered everything he heard. And therefore, he gave that knowledge to his immediate and most trusted son, Narada Muni, who took it around the world. And of course, Narada Muni's disciple is the incarnation of the Supreme Lord who came as Vyasadeva, or the person who took Vedic knowledge and put it into book form. Therefore, the knowledge we have is coming from the perfect source. And that is called disciplic succession. From Krishna to Brahma to Narada, Vyas, and from Vyas down the line to the disciplic succession, all the way to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers, the 6 Goswamis of Vrindavan, especially Rupa Goswami, Sanatan Goswami, and Raghunath Das Goswami. Of course, Jiva Goswami also. Gopal Bhatta, all the 6 Goswamis are perfect representatives of the philosophy and practice of bhakti in this age given by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, especially Rupa Goswami. He is known as the Avideya Acharya. He teaches the process of pure devotional service because he heard that knowledge directly from Lord Chaitanya, who is Krishna himself, just like Brahma heard directly from Lord Krishna within the heart. And so Rupa Goswami heard 10 days at a place called Allahabad, Prayag, for 10 days, the entire process of pure devotional service, which he later wrote down in Bhakti Rasamrita Sindhu, the Nectar of Devotion. and of course, Nectar of Instructions and other works of Rupa Goswami. And so we are Rupanugas, follower of Rupa Goswami. And then from Rupanuga, and then there is many disciples in the middle, and then of course you come to ultimately to Bhakti Vinod Thakur, who is the vanguard by which he brought Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's teachings to the Western world. And then of course his son, Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati, who was a ray of Vishnu. He came from the spiritual world to bring Krishna consciousness all over the world. And he did it through his qualified disciple, who was pure in his activity, that is A.C. Bhaktivedanta Swami Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of the Hare Krishna movement in the world. And so what we're getting is pure knowledge. And anyone who follows the pure knowledge and practices it, they also become purified also. And so therefore, we have a direct connection with Krishna through this line of disciplic succession because of the connection from Evam Paramparam Praktir, Evam Raja Sayo Vidu. Krishna mentions in the 4th chapter of Bhagavad Gita, I spoke this knowledge also to the sun god, Vivashwam, when the disciplic succession was broken at one point. Krishna reestablished that knowledge with Vivashwam. Vivashwam gave it to his son Manu, who gave it to his son Isflaku, and the knowledge again became real. But then the disciplic succession got broken again, and then Krishna reestablished by speaking Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna like that. So you see, there are many branches to this knowledge, but it's all coming from the same source, from Krishna himself. But if we try to hear from Krishna directly, as it says here, we may appear to come up with things that are contradictory. Because the Lord doesn't speak specifically, he speaks generally, but he also speaks specifically in certain cases. Then it becomes clear, but when he speaks in general, we don't know the application. Therefore, the Guru has the knowledge by which he can understand the words of the Supreme Lord coming through his spiritual master and apply it according to Kala Desha Patra, or time, place, and situation. Sometimes we say time, place, and person. So everything is perfect and complete. All we have to do is follow. Take that knowledge. If I tell you 2 and 2 is 4, and you say 2 and 2 is 4, that's perfect knowledge. But if you say 2 and 2 is 4 only in certain circumstances and not always, then you are changing the perfect knowledge to something else. So we have to learn the knowledge from the perfect source and practice it, and that is the process of bhakti. And because bhakti is very intricate, and it also applies to how people understand the knowledge, therefore it's given accordingly. Arjuna was qualified to hear that knowledge, therefore he was able to Krishna spoke the knowledge purely to Arjuna. But in certain cases, you see, when the recipient is not qualified to understand, partial knowledge is given and not complete knowledge, or what is given up to the level of the recipient's ability to imbibe and understand and to practice like that. So therefore, we have to understand the truth according to the system that is given to us. And for us, that is the spiritual master who represents his spiritual master, who represents his spiritual master, all the way back down to Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, and then further back, going all the way to Krishna himself. And these are called sampradayas. Sampradaya means the line of perfect teachers coming from Krishna himself. And in this age, in Kali, we have 4 bona fide sampradayas. We have the Brahma Gaudiya Brahma Madhva Gaudiya Sampradaya, by which we are connected. And then we have the Rudra Sampradaya. We have the Chatushana Sampradaya, the 4 Kumaras. And we have Lakshmi Sampradaya or Sri Sampradaya, like that. And each has a Sampradaya Acharya. Our Sampradaya Acharya is Lord Chaitanya, coming from Lord Brahma. And of course, Rudra Sampradaya means Lord Shiva, like that. And Sri Sampradaya is Lakshmi. Chatushushana is the 4 Kumaras, and ours are actually Lord Brahma. But Lord Brahma is re-represented as by the Supreme Lord Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu. So all the knowledge is there. It's solid. And if you want to know anything, you can simply go to these spiritual features. In other words, if it's spoken, if it's in scripture, and it's explained by Guru, and it's followed by the previous acharyas, that is absolute knowledge. But time, place, and circumstance doesn't change the knowledge, it changes the application of the knowledge. Close that thing. The screen is open. Close the thing. Here. Both of them. Yeah. Close the screens. The other one too. And so there's no question what is truth. If you go to these sources. But we get our source from Guru, because Guru teaches according to time, place, and candidate. And therefore, even though the knowledge may be hard to understand if we read it directly from Shastra, and when Guru explains it, then it becomes clear. Therefore, the process is to ask questions based on the knowledge given by the spiritual master, so one can learn the art of application of that knowledge in their daily life. And that application might be slightly different. Although the knowledge is the same, the application is slightly different according to time, place, and circumstance. And therefore, one has to clarify this knowledge in the application way by asking relevant questions. How does it apply to me? How can I understand it? How can I carry it out? How can I benefit from it? And so the Bhagavatam is full of questions and answers. And Sukadeva Goswami is speaking, Maharaj Parikshit is hearing, but he's asking questions as he is hearing also. For further knowledge and further clarification of whatever knowledge has already been given, you'll see the whole Bhagavatam is between Guru and disciple. And of course, the main Guru is Sukadeva Goswami. He is one of the original teachers of the Vedic knowledge. He is a Mahajan, Mahajano Yena Kasatsapanta. One has to follow in the footsteps of the Mahajans in order to get clear understanding and knowledge like that. And for us, it's Sukadeva Goswami in the form of Srimad Bhagavatam. But in the Bhagavatam, there are other dialogues also. There's a dialogue between Narada Muni and King Yudhisthira. And there's dialogues between who else? Between Kapila Muni and his mother. And there's many smaller dialogues to bring out the knowledge. And all of these persons that are involved in the dialogue, one of them at least is pure. Otherwise, the dialogue cannot be considered Bhagavatam, because Bhagavatam is called spotless Purana. That means it doesn't deal with anything but the absolute truth. It doesn't deal with Artha, the Dharma, Artha, Kama, and Moksha. It deals with Prema Pumartha Mahan, how to come to the stage of loving Krishna in pure devotion. So all the knowledge is there, and the devotees, they write books based on that knowledge to give further understanding and explanation. Therefore, we have the Puranas, we have the Itihasas, we have the Mahabharata, and we have the Ramayana, we have, well, of course, Ramayana and Mahabharata are Itihasas. That means histories. And we have the Dharma Shastras. We have so many branches of that knowledge for different levels of understanding and different types of persons. But for us, it's easy. All we have to do is stay in the line of Lord Brahma, who gives us Lord Chaitanya, and Lord Chaitanya's followers, the six Goswamis, Rupa Goswami, and the representative of Rupa Goswami for us is His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada. So if we read, understand, and apply the knowledge given to us by His Divine Grace, Srila Prabhupada, that is perfect. That's perfection. We don't need to go anywhere else for that knowledge. Although you might go somewhere else and find something that is slightly different or even apparently contradictory, it doesn't apply because it is not meant for us. It is meant because we stay within the context of Lord Chaitanya's teachings, which are pure and perfect, because Chaitanya Mahaprabhu is the Supreme Personality of Godhead. And the essence of his teachings are the 8 prayers called the Shikshastakam prayers, which embody the whole science of pure devotional service in these 8 prayers. And therefore, as Prabhupada said, the 6 Goswamis wrote all of their books, he said all of their books, based on these 8 verses spoken by Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu, who is God himself. We have no limit of knowledge, but we have to understand how to apply that knowledge and what is relevant to us and what is extra. Extra means that there may be other knowledge that is helpful, but not necessarily required in our practice of devotional service, like that. What is essential comes from the spiritual master. Chant 16 rounds every day on beads without fail. Read Bhagavad Gita, Srimad Bhagavatam, Nectar of Devotion, like that, and take only food offered to the Lord, Krishna Prasadam, and associate with and develop relationships on the basis of serving other Vaishnavas. Simple for the simple, complicated for the complicated. So don't complicate it. It's quite simple. It's quite easy, and it's direct also. Material life complicates everything because material life has no goal. The goal in material life is to enjoy your senses, and that's not a goal because the senses are not meant for sense gratification. The senses are meant to help us understand higher knowledge. So if we complicate or intersperse material principles within spiritual life, then everything becomes difficult and hard to understand. Therefore, we have so many problems. We just have to follow the spiritual teachers and clarify any doubts through the process of questions and answers. Okay, we'll stop there.
Thank you, Maharaj, for highlighting the disciplic succession and also Krishna and also this parampara. Hare Krishna, dear devotees, if you have any questions, comments, realization, I request everybody to please raise your hand. And if you cannot raise your hand, you can type in chat window and I can read on your behalf. Also, my humble request, if all of you, please can switch on your video. That will be best way to interact with Maharaj. Yes, Shridevi Mataji, please go ahead.
Thank you, Vrindavan Prabhu. Dear Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. So, in this verse, Brahmaji is describing the position of the pure devotee. And I ask this in all humility, with all respect to Brahmaji. But is this being spoken after that Brahma Vimohan pastime? Or what is that sequence? Because he did get bewildered by the position of Krishna and couldn't understand and therefore stole the cows and calves. So I'm just trying to understand how that happened or when did it happen. If you will.
Bhagavatam is not in chronological order, that's for sure. There is some chronology, but it's not a system of chronology. That's so the time period, it's hard to understand. But if Krishna is the master of all mystics, he can bewilder anyone. That doesn't take away from the qualities of Brahma, but it shows that Krishna is so way beyond any living entity that he can bewilder. I mean, he's bewildering the whole world through the material energy. Everyone thinks the material energy is the source of happiness. Now that's his bewildering power, and they can't be convinced otherwise. The illusion is so strong. That's Krishna's energy. Just Krishna says, just see my Maya, how powerful she is. When that story of when Krishna was in Vrindavan playing with his cowherd friends, Kamsa said one demon called Aghasura. And Aghasura was a huge snake. So when he lifted his mouth, opened up from the bottom of his lip to the top of his lip was 1 mile high. That's how big he was. So he came and he lay down in Vrindavan and wanted to attract the cowherd boys and Krishna into his mouth so he could kill Krishna. So Krishna got diverted for a while. He was playing with some other cowherd boys, and the other cowherd boys, they saw this snake and they said, "Oh, what is that?" And someone said, "Oh, it looks like a big snake. Oh, maybe it's a demon." Oh. So they were conjecturing. And then they said, "Well, it looks like a nice place to play. Let's go play inside." And then the other boy said, "No, no, no." And the other boy said, "Don't worry. If it's a demon, Krishna will save us. He saves us all the time." So they started to run in. And then Krishna noticed that the cowherd boys were running into the mouth of Aghasura. And Krishna, it says, Krishna became bewildered. Now, can Krishna become bewildered? No. But it says he became bewildered. Why? Because he wanted to show this is the power of my Maya. It can even bewilder me. But it can't. But he was saying this is how strong it appears to be. Just like, man gets attracted to woman and woman gets attracted to man. And what are we getting attracted to? We're getting attracted to the body. Well, what's the body? It's just a lump of matter made out of various kind of ingredients. That's all. And covered by the thing called skin. So, and we think, oh, it looks so beautiful, but what is it? Go beyond, it's blood, pus, urine, bone, marrow, stool, so many nice things, mucus, air. And then that skin covering makes it look like, oh, she's so beautiful. He's so handsome. But if you look closely at the skin under a microscope, you'll see that there are all kinds of worms in the skin. They're microscopic worms. You can't even see them because they're there to keep the skin fresh. So they eat the bacteria, so the skin stays fresh. So if you look under a microscope at the skin, it looks horrible. And we think, oh, I love that. Her beautiful, the way she stacks her mucus, bile, air, plus, bones, marrow. It's so nice the way it's shaped. So if that's not illusion, then what is it? But what are we getting attracted to? Ultimately, it's the soul, which is in the body, that gives the body animation, but the body's dead. And it's just made out of all of these ingredients that nobody really likes anyway. So isn't it, and now who's getting bewildered? The whole world. So that's Krishna. He bewilders everyone. So to bewilder Brahma, it's not hard. But Brahma asked for it. He tried to bewilder Krishna. So he got a reaction for that, just to show, you think you're so powerful, just see my power. And even Balaram, he saw the whole situation, but he didn't recognize it immediately. He was thinking, what's happening here? He was thinking some mystic yogi has come into Vrindavan, is putting a spell on everyone. But then he said, oh, this must be the work of my brother. So even apparently for a few moments, Lord Balaram got bewildered. So Krishna can bewilder anybody. Because he's in control of everything. All he has to do is move things one way or the other, and then you're already bewildered, and now you're even more bewildered. You look in the mirror and you think that's me. It's not you. It's your body.
Yes, Guru Maharaj. Thank you so much for the reminders. Hare Krishna.
Okay.
Thank you, Mataji. Divya Mataji, you have a question? Please go ahead.
Hare Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada and all glories to assembled devotees. Thank you so much, Guru Maharaj. Just wanted to understand, Guru Maharaj, as you mentioned about the goals that we have in Bhakti to achieve the prema of love and different goals that we have. But as we progress in our spiritual life as an individual progress, that we also need to have some goals. And we obviously have to define some activities to achieve that goal. Guru Maharaj, I was thinking that we are doing so much, Arch Vigrah worship, like we are serving God and sometimes we are serving Radha Krishna. So I still feel I'm unclear what goal I wanted to achieve. Then I think I'm more clear about what activities wanted to do, whether we wanted to go to Chaitanya Mahaprabhu's, because both pastimes are so loving and inspiring. So please could you highlight on that something?
Well, the ultimate goal, which is the only goal, is Prema Pumarta Mahan, is to develop love for the Supreme Personality of Godhead, which is the nature of the soul's existence. Whole process leads to that. But then we have short-term goals. I want to perfect my chanting. I want to perfect my service in a certain way that I can offer that service in a nice way. So we have short-term goals. I want to learn verses. That's the short-term goals. We have many short-term goals which can lead ultimately to the main goal, which is Prema Pumarta Mahan. So devotees can choose where they want to perfect their service, how they want to perfect their service. I want to become a preacher. Okay, so then how do you become a preacher? I have to read. And if I read enough, and then I get an understanding of the knowledge, And then I can repeat it and also understand it through the process of repeating the knowledge I read. Prabhupada said, preacher means reader. You want to preach? Just read, 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 and you'll preach. So these are short-term goals. The goal is not to become a preacher, but the goal is to become a lover of Krishna. But preaching is also an intermediate goal, which helps us to come to the platform of loving Krishna. Now you can choose. Like, I think the best short-term goal is how can we perfect our chanting? So you work on that. You read about the chanting. You learn some of the techniques by which you can develop that will enhance the quality of your hearing. And, all of these things are part of achieving the long-term goal.
Thank
I
you so
want to
much,
give,
Guru.
I want to give a class. So let me learn this. Let me learn the scriptures so I can present the class. Let me practice. I may be able to learn it, but I may not be able to speak it so good. So let me practice speaking. So you gather a few people together and have a program, and then you speak something. And then when you become really proficient, you can give classes in the temple.
Thank you for that.
Yeah. Okay, maybe you're on again.
Yeah, Guru Maharaj, if I may humbly ask, we know that the stages are Kanishta, Madhyama, Uttama, like that. So is it something that we can reach Madhyama platform even without becoming preacher, or preaching and Madhyama go hand in hand?
What's the question again?
That means, does one have to become a preacher in order to become Uttamadhikari, or one need not be a preacher and still be a Madhyamadhikari?
Doesn't say you have to become a preacher, but it says you also have to show compassion to the fallen souls. So giving transcendental knowledge is one of the forms of showing compassion. So there's different ways that one can also be a disseminator of transcendental knowledge. Yes. So you have your house and you invite the devotees over. Many families come together. You chant, you read, you discuss. That's one of the qualities of Madhyamadhikari, is to give this knowledge to others as a form of compassion. You may not be known as a preacher, but you can still come to the platform of Madhyamam by giving the knowledge to others.
Yes, Guru Maharaj, that is very clear now. Thank you so much.
Okay.
So Maharaj, while others ask any question, I have one question. You mentioned four sampradaya, and if any devotee, in spite of knowing our Prabhupada movement and philosophy, feels more attracted towards other sampradaya, is that okay?
Well, it says these four sampradayas are authorized. But in this age, Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu has come with the Yuga Dharma, the chanting of the Hare Krishna Mahamantra, which is the means for self-realization in this age. So sometimes you'll see a drawing of Lord Chaitanya sitting on the chair, and each of the legs of the chair represents one of the sampradayas. And Lord Chaitanya has taken two principles from each of the four sampradayas, that means 8 principles, and he's incorporated it in his teaching. So say that in this age, he is the Sampradaya Acharya, in the sense that he teaches the process according to the Yuga Dharma, or the means for self-realization, which is chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, which is mentioned in the Bhagavatam as the Yuga Dharma. So there's where the superiority is in Lord Chaitanya's teachings, because he's God. He's not an incarnation. He is the source of all incarnations. He's Radha and Krishna in one. He's teaching the mood of Vrindavan. So one can become perfect, and the other sampradayas, generally the perfection leads them to Vaikuntha. But in Lord Chaitanya's sampradaya, the perfection leads to Vrindavan, the Goloka Vrindavan. But that doesn't mean the sampradayas are unauthorized. They're just taking people to Vaikuntha. Of course, the Chanush, or what is it called, Nimbarka Sampradaya, they also speak about Vrindavan also. But they must adopt the process in order to achieve the goal, and that is chanting the Hare Krishna Maha Mantra. Or the authorized mantra in this age. Prabhupada does say there are also other mantras that are names of God, which are also the Maha Mantra. That's
There is
mentioned.
another, sorry, Maharaj.
Okay. Go ahead.
No, I was saying there is another Maharaj in Vrindavan who is follower of Radha Ballabh Sampradaya. And like he also focused and emphasized too much on holy name. But I don't know whether that comes under any bona fide. Also, his whole mission is just to focus on holy name.
Which sampradaya is that?
It's a Radha
Well-
Ballabh Harivansh. It's Premanand Maharaj. His Holiness Sachidanand Maharaj also met with him and asked few questions.
Oh, yeah. But we don't know his whole philosophy.
Yeah.
But when we speak about Lord Chaitanya, I think he agrees that Lord Chaitanya is the incarnation in this age.
Yes. Yes.
They might follow a little differently, but they may also be bona fide. It's when they throw in other things in their practice that makes everything a little bit unclear.
Thank you, Maharaj. Thank you.
Yeah.
Shridevi Mataji, you have some question, please?
Yes, please, if I may. Maharaj, going back into this purport, here is what is being described is the pure devotee of the Lord who is completely in love with the Lord, completely devoted to the Lord. Therefore, all his actions, all his words, everything is pure and true and non-different from what the Supreme Personality of Godhead says. So when a pure devotee speaks, we can immediately accept it also as being absolutely true. But intermediate devotees, we are not still, we are mixed devotees, and we may be trying to become pure. So when they speak, we must always check with the Guru Sadhu Shastra. Is that the correct way to
Yeah.
assess what devotees speak?
Yeah. Mhm. It has to be in line with these three principles, yeah. Otherwise, it is something less than the truth. May contain elements of the truth, but may also be less. It's easy to get bewildered But if you just hear from Prabhupada and Bhagavad Gita and Srimad Bhagavatam, everything becomes clear. You do a lot of cross references, you're going to get confused.
And isn't it true that Srila Prabhupada said if a devotee has been practicing very strictly for 12 years, then whatever he says is true? Is that understanding correct?
I won't endorse that statement.
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
That's a time, place, circumstance statement. It's not a general statement. Mhm.
So I see one another question on chat, Maharaj, from Rishabh Prabhu. He's asking, Hare Krishna, dear Gurudev and Vaishnavas. In Srimad Bhagavatam, we see there is no mention of Srimati Radharani. When was she introduced in worship of Krishna, an inseparable consort?
Well, Sukadev Goswami indicates her in an indirect realm. Aradhanam sarvesham. Aradhanam, he says. What is that verse? He indicates her in an indirect way. Because he's speaking to not only to Maharaj Pariksit, but he's speaking, there's a great assembly of sages there who are on different levels of spiritual practice. He didn't want to speak Radharani's name because they wouldn't understand. And the second reason was that Radharani is his Istadeva. He is a devotee of Radharani. So he in order for him to stay focused on his preaching, he didn't want to fall into ecstasy thinking about Radharani. Because as soon as he thinks and starts speaking about Radharani, he loses his focus. Because he's a pure devotee of Radharani. So he doesn't mention. But there is that one verse from the 10th canto. I don't remember the verse. 10th canto.
Is this Maharaj Aradhanam Sarvesham Vishnu Aradhanam Param?
No, that's not the verse. Aradhanam is the first word. That person who is the topmost worshiper, he indicates her in a direct way. I quoted that verse. That's another verse. That was spoken by Lord Shiva. Aradhanam. Can't remember the verse. 10th canto. Can't remember the chapter. It's verse number 30 in one of the chapters of the 10th canto. Probably chapter 29, 10, 29, 30, maybe. Something like that. Or 10, 33, 30, something like that. But yeah, she's mentioned indirectly. Okay, any other questions? Otherwise, we can begin some japa.
So
Where is
Revati
it?
Mataji has raised her hand. Mataji, maybe we'll take this as a last question. Yeah, please go ahead.
I will.
Yeah, Prabhuji. Hi Krishna Guru Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisance.
There's a plastic bag
Prabhupada.
inside a box with all of the kashayans in it. Bring that plastic bag out. It's got some creams in it. Yeah.
Yeah, Hi Krishna Maharaj, please accept my humble obeisances. All glories to Srila Prabhupada. I have a question about this disciplinic succession, Guru Maharaj. Like like in Bhagavad Gita, also we hear like Krishna spoke to Vivaswan, to then Ikshvaku, and also like we have Brahma Sampradaya. So how it's connected? It's like different branches, or how?
Yeah, Krishna, the disciplic succession was broken, and therefore Krishna spoke it again.
So after like Brahma Sampradaya, then that's spoken, then again Krishna's.
Yeah, Krishna we reconnected the Sampradaya. Yeah. So there's branches in the Sampradaya also.
Thank you, Guru Maharaj. I just have a question, one more question. Can I ask?
Of course.
This is about like bewilderment. So the modes, will Krishna implants modes? Because sometimes we act in situations like even though we don't have the desire, we act in certain way that so we should understand that Krishna implants that mode in that situation.
No. Krishna has nothing to do with the material energy. He just puts it in motion, and it works according to the way he connected it. But after that, the only time he has connection is when his devotee, and then he enters into the life of a devotee to guide the devotee. But the modes are working accordingly. They work according to how he put them in place. It's like a watchmaker. He makes a watch, and it doesn't mean he's inside the watch. He makes the watch. He knows how the watch runs, and it works in a certain way. That's the laws of material nature. So if you break the laws of material nature, you get a reaction. But if you're a devotee, because you're a devotee, Krishna gives you special protection against material energy. But not for the non-devotees. They're completely under the control of the movement of the modes. Because they don't take shelter of Krishna, they take shelter of the modes. Material energy is a bad master.
Thank you very much. I got it there. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
So you're safe, don't worry. As long as you remember Krishna to say Krishna, then you're free from the effects of the modes. And even if you slip into the modes, Krishna will somehow or other help you because you're a devotee. Yeah.
All your blessings, Guru Maharaj. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
Okay, should we chant?
Yes, Maharaj, please.
I can chant for like 2 rounds, and I have some other business to take care of. Okay, everyone sit straight, chant the mantra, which will give you the mercy of the mantra, and that is Jai Sri Krishna, Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda, Sri Advaita Gadadhar, Sri Vasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Bo, Krishna, Hare Bo, Hare, Krishna Krishna. Oh, Mahaprabhu on the phone. Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Put it on speaker, it's on speaker. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Ram, Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. 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 Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. 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 Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna. No. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna. When I say no, I mean no. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram. So Hare Krishna. Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, 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 Krishna. Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Rama Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram no one idiot. Hare Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Ram Ram Hare Krishna Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Ram Hare Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Krishna 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 Hare Ram Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Ram Hare Krishna 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 Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram. Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram. Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Ram. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna. Okay. Mahaprabhu, Candramauli Swami. This is me, Candramauli Swami. Yes. Yeah, wait, I just wait, one thing. I think I left my glasses in the car last night. I can't find them anywhere. Can you check? Yeah, okay. Check in the car we were in last time. Might be in that glove compartment also. Okay, good. Yeah, I'll be here, so whenever you come. Thank you. Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare Hare Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna. Hare 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 Ram, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare 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 Hare.